So what's going on, guys? I'm Black Ops Amazing. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you and talking about the new teaser we have for DLC Season 2 on next Zombies map, which will be taking place in the Ural Mountains. This is very surprising for me because it feels like not too long ago we only just got Firebase C. It was at the beginning of this month, which was a couple of weeks ago, and now we are getting teasers for the next Zombies map. This is something I haven't seen before. We went so long between the first Zombies map, D Machine, and Firebase C, that long we actually thought Firebase C would be releasing in Season 2, but now the teasers have begun for our next Zombies map, so let's get straight into this. We have two new teasers. This one's just released a few minutes ago. I was about to upload yesterday's, I've just recorded it, so what I'm going to do is talk about this brand new one, and then I will also add the part where I talk about the second teaser after I've spoken about this one. Taking a closer look at this brand new one though, the description that Treyarch have put is, "There's an operation underway in the Ural Mountains. I have to stay in the field." That quote must be said by Samantha. We've heard her say that before through radios, and at the end of Firebase C, we heard her say she is staying in the field and going on to the next location, which will be this Ural Mountains map. We get a decent look at a Russian village. In the background now looks to be some kind of palace. I'm not too sure on Russian architecture, but if you stay to watch the second part of the video where I talk about the other teaser, I do mention a possible palace. That was before we got this teaser. But yeah, we just get a better look at the map. There's not really too much we can take from this. It is a village or a town, so clearly we're not in the actual mountains. Also, it's not snowy as I would have expected. So that's the first teaser. There's nothing else I can get out of this one. And now what we'll do, since I didn't cover it yesterday, is talk about the other teaser. For this one, the description that Treyarch gave is breach scale, large, status, 0% contained. And then they gave us this very tiny teaser, only about 3 or 4 seconds long, but combining this along with the information we already know about the map via ciphers and documents we can find in D Machine and Firebase C, we can extract quite a bit from it. If you slow the video down, we are teleporting through a building. One of the main things you will see is a chandelier, which we'll talk about in just a second, but the building itself doesn't look recognisable. It doesn't look like a place we've been to or seen. In fact, that building is definitely not a map we've been to before. From what I can tell, it is very tall and grand. There is almost like a big pylon or tower in the middle of it, a circular balcony. But I did want to quickly mention the chandelier here, because a lot of people have been saying that this is KINO Der Toten. I don't really know why, because one, KINO Der Toten does not make sense to be our next Zombies map. We 100% know it is going to be in the Ural Mountains, and if you just compare the chandelier we're being shown to the one in KINO Der Toten, they're not exactly the same. The only really connection is they're big and grand, but KINO is a big grand theatre, and from the video, the building here looks big and grand as well. There are 2 chandeliers in KINO, but this is neither one of them. And to confirm even more that this isn't KINO, the description that Treyarch have given us saying breach scale, large, status, 0% contained. Well, in Firebase C on this chalkboard or in a few other locations, there is a bunch of text on here that mentions the different outbreak zones around the globe. The top paragraph is on about Morasko, Poland. It says the 1st of November 1983, Nazi Project End Station Facility activated by Omega. Its activation weakened the dimensional barrier between realities, the cause of dimensional breaches that are now occurring at random around the world. Breach scale, medium, status, 85% contained. The next paragraph is also very interesting. It's talking about the jungle. I can't quite make out what it says there, but it's dated 11th of January 1984, Menendez Cartel Processing Facility. Raul Menendez reported the breach personally. Omega dispatched and on site in 20 hours. Breach scale, small, status, 75% contained. The multiplayer map, or should I say the onslaught map Cartel, that revolves around Menendez as well, so that explains that one. The next paragraph is mentioning another jungle, again because of the way it's written. I'm not too sure on the specific location, but the date is 18th of January 1984, and the breach scale is medium with the status being 82% contained. The next location is the East German countryside, 2nd of April 1984, KGB training site, Omega on site 1 week after initial breach. Breach scale, small, status 94% contained. And then the bit of information we're most interested in, Ural Mountains, USSR, 1st of November 1983, one of the first breaches to open after the activation of the Project End Station cyclotron. Multiple breaches merging into one large super breach, highly dangerous, enemy interest is high. Breach scale, large, status 0% contained. And now if we go back to the tweet from Treyarch, they said, along with this video, breach scale, large, 0% contained. The exact same thing we are being told for the breach happening in the Ural Mountains. So it is very clear that this tweet is on about the Ural Mountains map. KINO Der Toten took place in Berlin. The only connection people can make here is the chandelier, but it makes absolutely zero sense for this to be KINO. So I just wanted to get that out of the way, but I will say the map is supposed to take place in and around Mount Yamantau. It could be taking place on the mountains or maybe down below in a village kind of like Firebase C is. But the building we're seeing is very interesting. Could it be taking place in another repurposed theatre? Something else? I'm trying to think what building could be grand like this. Maybe a palace or a museum. Let me know what you guys think about that one in the comment section below. But there we go, our first teaser for the next map. There is one last possibility I want to mention that I didn't think about whilst I was just looking through the comment section of this post on Treyarch's Twitter. A lot of people were saying, well, how is there another map already? We only just had Firebase C. You can see people's reaction. Some have said the reason for this is because Firebase C was delayed as a launch map, so they've been working on this for a long time, which I have said before. Firebase C was pretty much finished 3 months ago. They have to have been working on something in that time, that being the next Zombies map, this one in the Ural Mountains. I'm willing to bet that this map's been finished for maybe a month or so, but a lot of people are saying, well, either this is a new Zombies map or it could be the new Outbreak mode. Outbreak hasn't officially been revealed, but we've had loads and loads of leaks as of late. When we start to find stuff in the game files like we have for Outbreak, it usually means we are close to it releasing. If you take a look at this tweet from Okami, which I did cover the other day, he's a credible leaker in the COD community. He said, in other COD news, there's a new mode called Outbreak coming soon. Don't know all of the details, but it's supposed to be Treyarch style co-op zombies on a large scale fireteam map. I've heard it described as open world zombies, so take that as you will. So this Outbreak mode is open world zombies, but it takes place on a fireteam map. And if you don't know the game mode fireteam in Black Ops Cold War, the map Rucker takes place in the Ural Mountains. And these two new teasers we've had from Treyarch are also in the Ural Mountains as well. The locations look similar. I haven't actually played Rucker, so I can't tell you exactly if this is the map or if it's part of it. Outbreak could end up being a brand new map, but it could be that these teasers are for that game mode, not necessarily the map. But I would also say to that, Outbreak takes place in the Ural Mountains, and the Zombies map will be in the Ural Mountains as well. Are they going to release Outbreak, and then the Zombies map will just be a small portion of the Outbreak map? I've said that word so many times, but that's just something I didn't think about. It will be weird if they end up releasing a Zombies map over the next few weeks, because we've only just had one. People haven't had time to find all of the Easter eggs in Firebase C just yet, and if they're not planning on releasing it soon, why are they teasing it so early? Having stuff like this just makes me feel like we're going to get a trailer any day now. They're hyping it up, so either these teasers are for the new Ural Mountains map or they're for Outbreak. Honestly, I'm kind of hoping it is Outbreak just because I don't want a Zombies map yet. I haven't even got a chance to complete the Easter egg with my friends, and also if we do have it now, we're going to be left with a massive gap between then and Season 3. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. As always, hopefully you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, drop a like rating. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel to stay up to date with the latest videos. We are currently on 673,000 subscribers, so could we shoot for the goal of 675? I suppose that's the next one to go for. Subscribe if you haven't already, but I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, goodbye.